Phoenix, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Africa Cup of Nations. Now, I completely forgot to make these predictions and reaction video because I was initially going to do it tomorrow, but then I saw that tomorrow was a third place game, so I had to make these predictions today. I could have technically done tomorrow in the morning, but I don't want to do that. That's going to be way too late. And some of you guys think, oh, you made it too late. I just want to get it out today. We're going to go ahead and get it out today. Let's go ahead and talk about my Africa Cup of Nations semifinal picks, and then we'll move forth to our third place and the grand final, which I am really excited for. I'm going to watch both of these games as detailed as it gets, and I'm really curious to see how this turns out because, interestingly enough, out of all the tournaments, guys, the Africa Cup of Nations has remained probably the cleanest as far as VAR goes. Has not been any controversy about VAR. As we saw in the Gold Cup, there was a controversial penalty that should handball that could have been given in the final when the Mexican player did it, and then of course in the Haiti versus Mexico which I find that was a disgrace. That should have never been a penalty, and I think Raul Jimenez is just such a. But I do think over the 120 minutes, I do think Mexico was the better team, but Haiti was robbed in the way that they went out in such a terrible fashion. They went out in such a heartbreaking circumstances that I find that to be appalling and find that baffling. It's so annoying, But anyways, we're not here to talk about the other stuff. And then, of course, the Women's World Cup with the whole you have to stay in the line thing, which I find that to be literally stupid. And then, of course, in the Copa America. And then, of course, we have in the Copa America, Gold Cup, Women's World Cup. Yeah, those other three. Am I missing anyone? No. Oh yeah, by the way, I also want to give a huge congratulations to England for winning the Cricket World Cup. I don't really follow much cricket, but I watched this final pretty closely, especially towards the end, and saw England win the Super Overs. And I think it was pretty cool. England has never won the Cricket World Cup, and I think it's something a big deal. I'm really sorry for you New Zealand fans because I feel for you guys. New Zealand was robbed. Okay, New Zealand, you guys just got hard done, and it's really upsetting. New Zealand. But especially this time runner-up and then the previous time runner-up, it's as harsh. And this time it was really close. Like, you guys just barely missed it. And I feel for you New Zealand fans. It's agonizingly close. But anyways, let's go back to the Africa Cup of Nations and with our semi-final picks. So I predicted Senegal will beat Tunisia. Let's see. What did I predict? I think I said... Shoot, I'm going to go ahead and check what I said real quick, or maybe I'll just put the audio. Alright. Actually, it doesn't really matter what my score predictions are. That's not very important. Let's just move on forth. Those score predictions, to be completely honest with you guys, I just do it for fun. Just because everyone else is doing it. I just want to do it too because the score is a big part of the game. But like I said, guys, score doesn't really matter. I believe I probably said 2-1 Senegal. And Senegal won this one 1-0. Such a really weird game. This was a very weird game to describe because this game honestly was just a bunch of chances floating around, and basically what happened was that there was a lot of good chances, a lot of good opportunities for both teams to score, and guess what? Both Senegal and Tunisia scrapped it. And guess what, guys? 3 penalty calls, I believe, were given in this game, and all of them were saved, if I'm not mistaken. I need to verify that, but yes, guys, there was 3 penalty shouts, or I believe 2, I think. 2 to 3 at least. There should at least be 2. And this game was just a really weird. And funny enough, the only goal that came was in the 110th minute, which was an own goal when the Tunisian player tried to cross the ball out of the back and it happened to go in the back of the net. And it's very unfortunate for Tunisia, because let's see. Izurka. Yeah, there were actually 2 penalties. Guys, 2 penalties. One for Senegal, one for Tunisia. Both were missed. And I believe there's another shot that should have been given towards the end, but it wasn't given. So what a crazy performance this was. And let's go look at the statistics very closely. Senegal got 12 shots. That's really good. But here, listen to this, guys. 1 shot on target. Like, seriously? Seriously? I have no idea what that stat was. And then, come on, 51% possession. Okay, that's fair. 27 fouls. Dang. Dang, a lot of fouls. 1 yellow card, no red cards, obviously, and 2 offsides and 7 corners. There was a lot of corners, guys. This game was really strange, bizarre, and this was one of the games that you could probably point your head and say, what the heck is going on? And imagine, yeah, I don't know what to say about this game. This game is just very weird and very shocking to see. And I don't know how to describe it, guys, but it's just a game where, okay, what? Yeah, there was really no good, yeah, I don't know how to say this game. This game was just a very weird game to watch, and I have to be honest with you guys, I am quite stunned at how shocking both teams were. But I do think, at the end of the day, Senegal were the better team, and I do think overall this tournament, Senegal has been the better team of the thing. And Tunisia, to be completely honest, they were very uninspiring, very unconvincing. I mean, come on, they got 4 draws prior to the quarterfinals, and then finally they won the quarterfinal. Really good. They convincingly won that one 3-0, but let's be real, a lot of those goals were pretty scrappy. And then finally, in the very end, just got him knocked off barely by Senegal. And it is heartbreaking to see, especially considering that, it was an own goal and not anything else. But at the end of the day, I think the better team advanced, and I'm happy that Senegal advanced. Senegal are advancing to their second ever Africa Cup of Nations final, and which is crazy to believe. Guys, can you believe this is their second time? And they're hunting for the first win. As for Algeria versus Nigeria. Algeria, man, they looked good. Algeria looked pretty promising, and they opened the scoring with, once again, another own goal. Okay, I don't know what's up with these guys, but everyone loves own goals, apparently. Own goal. An own goal was awarded, and I don't know. I can't speak correctly. An own goal happened in the 40th minute, where an accidental clearance happened, and once again, it was just a mistake, and guess what? It happened to be back of the net. That's just cruel, Especially when you're not intending to score, and you happen to score. It's just harsh, But, yeah. Then Nigeria got one back by a penalty that was a handball, and the 72 minute where Igalo stepped up and scored, and putting Nigeria back in the game, and then Riyad Mahrez scores an insane free kick in the 95th minute to seal the deal and to put Algeria in front to the final. I was thinking extra time was going to happen. Extra time looked very inevitable, guys. But he closed it off. And honestly, to be completely honest, the Nigerian players were pretty stupid. That was a pretty measly tackle, and that was a really bad tackle that really should never have happened. A really stupid foul. And, he dispatched it and put them into the final. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this third place, because I'm not really here. This is more my video. Mainly the goal of this. I'm mainly just trying to hear to predict, guys. I'm not gonna go over really the matches that well, and But anyway, let's go ahead and So Algeria books their spot into the final as well, and this is their second appearance. And having the last time that they appeared was in 1990, where they won the entire thing, and Senegal the last time they appeared was 2002, where they are runners up. So, let's go ahead and predict the third place game. It is Tunisia versus Nigeria. Now, Tunisia has been very dull, in my opinion. They haven't been very good, as we've seen. And personally, like I said, guys, I think Tunisia has just got a bit fortunate, And, they were kind of fortunate enough against Madagascar. And I really wanted Tunisia. I really wanted Madagascar to go through to the semis, and they just got outclassed. Tunisia were the better. Tunisia won, but like I said, I feel like they weren't as good as they should have been. Considering this is Tunisia, guys, and this is one of the teams that qualified for the World Cup, I'm a bit disappointed with how they performed in this Africa Cup of Nations. They've been very uninspiring, and they only just got a really big win against Madagascar. That's about it. As for Nigeria, they have been struggling as well. With a very inexperienced squad, they've done pretty well until that game against Madagascar. That's where they blew it. They put out a terrible lineup, and that's what ultimately costed them first place. Then they had to take on the defending champions, Cameroon. in Cameroon, which they beated them in a very comfortable behind victory against Cameroon, and then having just a merely challenged against South Africa and just barely just crossed over the line. So it's a very tough prediction anyway. I honestly could see this going in either direction. I could honestly see, yeah, I think Tunisia is also clicking as well at the right time. And Nigeria is also clicking, to be completely fair, and they just narrowly lost. And I could honestly see this go either way. You know, ultimately, I could see this being at Tunisia winning this. I could see Nigeria winning this. But to be completely honest, guys, it's a third place game. You know, I don't think many people are going to be really that passionate about. I don't think they would really. I don't think Nigeria will care that much about it. But it's a tough call to make. I honestly could go for both, and I don't know which I'm going to go for, to be completely honest. But if I had to be completely honest, I think Nigeria has the edge here, for me at least, and I think Nigeria will claim third place. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Tunisia can get third place? I honestly, like I said, guys, I feel like this could go either way. Yeah, you could make an argument for both. But as I've said, I think Nigeria has just been the better country as a whole. I mean, not that it really means much, but I just feel like Nigeria has a bit more. Okay, and I prefer I feel like at the end of the day, Nigeria has just been a little bit, I don't know, but I'm just gonna go with Nigeria for this one. I'm gonna go for a penalty shootout win for Nigeria. 1-1, I suppose we'll say, and then 4-2 on penalties, you know, something like that. All right, now move on forward to the big final. This is where the big one lies, and I really want to see how this one turns out. Now, obviously, let's go over a look at Senegal and Algeria. Oof, I'm getting blown away in this game. So, Algeria and Senegal were both in the same group, and Algeria and Senegal did pretty well, you know. Having Senegal, let's go start with Senegal first. So, Senegal opened their 2019 Africa Cup of Nations by getting a 2-0 win against Tanzania, and then following it up by a 1-0 loss to Algeria. That was a big loss, and that ultimately sealed the fate, because had they won that game, they would have surely advanced to the knockout stage. But like I said, it doesn't really matter, to be completely honest, because they still ultimately got to the final anyway. So I guess it doesn't. I guess it shows you that despite not even getting first in your, you don't always have to get first in your group to succeed. That's what I'm trying to say right now. And then Senegal followed that by a 3-0 win against Kenya. Then they went on to the round of 16 and took on Uganda and won that 1-0. And then they also took, in the quarterfinals, they took on Benin and won that 1-0. So you can see right here, Senegal has a bit of an edge, and they've scored 7 goals. And they've only conceded once. So that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. But, guys, we got to take in consideration that it was honestly Sadio Mane that did all the work. But Senegal as a whole, I feel like I don't want to say Senegal is a one-man team. I really don't. Because there's a lot of other good players in there as well. And it's not just Sadio Mane, you know. To be completely honest, though, I think Sadio Mane is the only player I really know, to be completely honest. I don't really know any other players, but I know the team is stacked and very well talented, and they were just barely missed off the round of 16, the World Cup, thanks to the yellow card rule, the accumulation. I still think it was a stupid rule, but anyways, so they only conceded once, so that's pretty good. And as I said before, but there's a thing I always kind of fear. Sadio Mane has missed 3 penalties. That's not good. That's really not good. And considering this is Sadio Mane, that's really not good, you know. And it's unfortunate that, you know, he's like their talisman, and your talisman can't convert that many penalties. That's just not good. I know penalties are hard, and, you know, technically, to be completely fair, Messi isn't really that good in penalties, and he does occasionally miss every now and then. But I'm saying is that eventually that will come to haunt you back, and that eventually could cost you the trophy that you've been coveted for. And so, yeah, let's go and move forward with Algeria. Algeria as well have also been very promising as well, getting all 9 points and beating Senegal in the process to even get here. That's really impressive. And considering this is the tournament favorites, I honestly don't know. I feel like Algeria as a whole has done pretty well as well. Obviously, we talked about their 2-1 win against Nigeria. And then, of course, first of all, they started their Cup of Nations by a 2-0 win against Kenya. Then they won that 1-0 against Senegal, as we talked earlier. And then they won their last game, group stage. Where is it? They won their last group stage by a 3-0 win against Tanzania. So they got 6 goals. Then they got 9, 10, and 13. So you can see right here, Algeria has actually scored more than Senegal. And it's funny to me that everyone's saying, oh, Senegal are the favorites. Well, now I'm thinking about it, I feel like Algeria are the favorites here. I feel like Algeria has proven themselves, and I feel like Algeria has the potential capability of beating Senegal. And Algeria, I could see them winning. Do I want Algeria to win? Not really. I honestly would love. I don't know. But we could make the argument that it's not just about scoring goals, it's also about being convincing. Because it's also worth mentioning that, let's be real, Algeria might have some harder opponents, and to be completely fair, we can't really judge a team by the amount of goals they score. That's kind of unfair because, let's be real. Because let's be real, everyone goes against different opponents, and they had different opponents in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals and the semifinal as well. So, to be completely fair, I don't think it's worth discrediting Senegal because they scored less goals, so obviously they're not the favorites. You know, I'm just saying, oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. But I feel like Senegal as a whole, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, oh wow, there's Mahrez. I feel like as a whole, Senegal are just not as good as they want to be, and I feel like Algeria has the edge here, honestly. And to be completely honest, if I had to I want Senegal to win this, guys. I want Senegal to win this more than Algeria, because Senegal has never won the thing before. And Algeria has already won this once, you know? And it would be great for a first-time nation to do it, and I honestly would love to see it. But do I really see it happening? I don't know if I really see it happening. I mean, the last fixture they played together, which was in the group stage of the 2019 AFCON, they lost 1-0. So you can tell right there it's kind of difficult to say. Okay, give me a moment for this one, because this one is tough. This one is a tough prediction, and, you know, it's not as easy as we all... And I honestly could see both of these nations win, and I feel like both nations were the best nations as a whole in this tournament, as is evidenced by the fact that they made to the final. So, it's tough. It is tough. I mean, Algeria has conceded 2 goals in the process to get here, and Senegal has only conceded 1. But the goal they did concede was against Algeria, so... I think... I made my mind, guys. I think I'm ultimately... This might be a little bit biased. I'm gonna maybe take my heart into account for this one. But I think... I'm writing it, guys. I'm going to say Senegal will win this year's Africa Cup of Nations, as I originally predicted. Yes, I know Algeria can do it as well. And for that, I'm going to go for this to go in I'm going to go for this to end the penalty shootout, where Senegal just edged Algeria in this one. I'm going to go for a 2-2. Yes, 2-2, guys. 2-2 after extra time in a 4-3 win for Senegal. It'll be good. I know it's heartbreaking for Algeria fans. I know it is. But that's gonna make up for the loss they had in the 2002 World Cup, not World Cup, Africa Cup of Nations final. So, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, guys. So let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. Do you guys think Senegal will win this year's? Do you guys think Algeria will win? Or do you think? And what's your score predictions as well? Because this time I'm probably going to get rid of... This time I'm probably going to go over and look at my score predictions this time. And so, yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. It's tough. It's tough to predict. Let's just let this match finish out. And so, for those of you that are wondering, tomorrow is the third place game, Wednesday at 3 p.m. Like I said, it's Nigeria versus Tunisia. As I predicted, I'm going to go for Nigeria to win this one. And then the grand final, which will be happening Friday at 3 p.m. That will be taking place this Friday, 3 p.m. And it is Senegal versus Algeria. And I'm going for Senegal to barely edge out Algeria in this one. And interestingly enough, I'm going to go for both penalty shootout wins because I honestly could see both of the other nations win their fixture as well. And yeah, it's tough. Like I said, guys, these were just predictions. I don't really care that much whether I got these wrong or not. Oh, come on, if Pepe scores. Oof. Can I just... Guys, it's so tough. Alright, let's finish this out. Please, can we get a draw? I will take a draw for this game, honestly. Even though I don't really want to. I mean, I'd rather take that than a loss. But it seems like I might not win this game. Madres, PK. Also, can you... Everyone, if you do play FIFA 19, please give me tips on how to be better. Because I've been... Are you kidding me? Oof. Please give me tips on how to be better, because I honestly have not been playing too well. Oh, Jesus. Okay, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Peace out.